Hi BookTube, it's Stephanie. So today I'm going to finally film my wrap up for March. So in March I participated in the Globetrotterathon, or how that's pronounced, hosted by Much Ado About Books. So yeah, now he made one big mistake in that, and that was that if I read a collection of short stories from around the world, I could count each of the short stories for their own country. So that's what I did. But the first book that I finished in March was a body read, and that was the Accidental Apprentice by Amanda Foody. I listened to this as an audiobook, and I'm trying to listen to the sequel as an audiobook. I read this as an ebook and I absolutely loved it. It was really, really good. And yeah. And this focuses on a boy who lives in this town that they don't like the monsters, like at all. They feel like these beasts are like the evil, like the most evil in the entire world. And the people who work with them are also like bad people, bring bad luck and all of that. However, he accidentally happens to be bonded with a kind of wolf bear creature and needs to run. So that's what we do, and then he is on a quest to try to get rid of these beasts that have bonded to him. I absolutely loved it and I would highly recommend it. Now, as for the books that I finished for the readathon, the first one I finished was Volkswagen, which is folk tales about animals. And this, I'm gonna put the map up of all the countries that I fulfilled. So if it's colored, I finished that country. But yeah, this has, how many countries here? 17 different countries, and some of them don't exist today or they have changed names. Yeah, this came out in '88, so yeah. One example should be Czechoslovakia. That's Czech Republic and Slovakia, I think. It's two countries nowadays, and yeah, that's just one example. But yeah, I really enjoyed this and I flew through it. And yeah, this was also nostalgia because I remember reading some of the stories in these editions. So yeah, I had so much fun with this, and yeah, I loved it. Then I finished a manga, Night of the Ice, and this is a contemporary manga with a ice skater. Yeah, it was fine. I'm not really interested in continuing. It definitely doesn't help that my library doesn't have the next volume. It was nice, but I'm not a contemporary reader, so for me, like, okay. I might give the second one a chance if I see it, but it's nothing like wow. But in this one we are following a ice skater who has a crutch, well, a crush too, but a crutch when it comes to his performances. He needs his best friend to be there and support him and to recite a lyric from an anime, or like a phrase from an anime, to be able to perform as he should. And yeah, don't really know what else happens, but yeah, it was cute. Just I think I needed a second volume to like feel more invested in the story, basically. But my library doesn't have it, so what to do? Then I finished a non-fiction. I read Space, 10 Things You Should Know, 14 Billion Years for People Short on Time by Dr. Becky Smethurst. This is a short list book, and I mainly got it because I love this cover. I absolutely adore it. But yeah, it was good. Again, I have read quite a lot of like this is a short one. If you are new to space science, this might be a good one to start with. This one, or Astrophysics for People in a Hurry by Neil deGrasse Tyson. There we go. But yeah, this one, like, if you want more meat, go for the Astrophysics one. But this was nice, nothing special really. But yeah. Then I finished Sand Warrior, which is a graphic novel. And I liked it. I was actually surprised by it because I liked it more than I thought I would. And in this one we are following a girl who is training to become a sand dancer. However, as they are gearing up for a performance, the planet that she lives on gets under attack, and then they need to light some beacons that have been put out a long time ago, and the goal is to light them up. I don't really want to say more because I feel like that would be so spoilery, but I did enjoy it, as I said, way more than I thought I would, and I would definitely recommend you try it if you like middle grade graphic novels. Then I read, just so that I don't have to put in another picture, I read the first one in this series. This is No Game No Life by Yu Kamiya, and this is the sequel. I have this out from the library. Now, this series, first of all, the covers are cringy as fuck. But basically, this is set in an alternate world where everything is determined by games. And we are following a brother-sister duo who are, in our world, really, really good at games. However, they get taken to this world by the main god in this world, because humanity is losing everything. To humanity's name, they only have, or the mortals, no wait, there are more mortals in this world. Well, the humans in this world, they only have one city-state to their name, and if they lose that, basically humanity would die out. So he brings these two people there to help them. And they are weird. There is some weird wall breaking things, fourth wall thingies. It's cringy, but for some reason I'm so intrigued that I want to continue. Yeah, it's so weird. And the siblings are awkward, but they don't have any, like, yeah, where's the, it's a hard thing to explain. I would definitely not recommend this, like, oh, you have to read it. If you want something weird, if you want something that just make you go, what the frick was this? I would recommend it, because the idea of the world itself was really good, which is why I want to continue to see where it goes. But the first volume was also extremely cringy in parts. Yeah, I think that's a good explanation, except it's not. It was weird. I had fun with it though, which is why I want to continue. Then I finished this one, Kalla krigets övergivna platser. So this is Abandoned Cold... Wait, what's the English title? I have forgotten. Abandoned Cold War Places. That's it. That was an easy translation actually. This is a photo book in which basically is just different places that are today abandoned but were built up or under operation during the Cold War in different regions. And I just find books like this and places like this really, really fascinating. And yeah, and also like, why are some things built this way? But yeah, I found this fascinating. I do wish that, here's the thing, this is all about the photographs, the visuals. That's the thing what this book's about. But I would have loved to have a little bit more information basically, because each section, well, we do have like the very short, this is the introduction, that's it, that page, and then for each section we have another one of these, That's it. And then the picture starts and we get this very short description of the pictures. Like just, let me just see. Yeah, so it's not a lot, and I feel like I would have wanted a little bit more. That's basically it. I wanted a little bit more information, either about the locations or just in general, but I did still enjoy it. Then I finished an arc from NetGalley, The Golden Quest, Explore Your Way to a Rich Life. This was a graphic novel about money, and we are following a boy who gets sent on this quest by his parents to learn about money. I think a book like this is important because today money is such a, like, money in itself is important to learn, but also with today's access to social media and feeling like, oh, but that person who like makes millions a month, why can't I have that life? Yeah, like things like that, especially with today's environment. So I think the book is important. The story, like the lessons taught in it, are important. The one thing that did bug me, though, that I also wrote in my review, was that I felt like they talk about saving money, but not the fact that you need to have a goal with it. It just were like, you need to save money. And it's like, for what? Like, it's always good to have like something in case something happens. But like, that was my issue. It just were like, you need to save money. And that's where it stopped. And I felt like having a bit more like you need to have a goal with it. It could be, I want to have 1 year of my salary at the bank so that if something happens, like I have that money, like, or I just want to collect it. Like some people just want to collect it. That's up to that person. But it just felt a bit like, really? Really? Like, give examples of for what? Because I didn't feel like we had that, like that wasn't shown at all. Yeah, so I missed that, but I still liked it, and but it is definitely a story for like younger kids. And with younger kids, I mean even like the middle grade I read, it's for even younger kids than that. The next one I finished was Full Metal Alchemist, the omnibus edition of 1, 2, and 3. I had already read the first volume many years ago. So yeah, I really enjoyed it and I really liked it. So yeah, I don't really know what to say, but we are following a boy, this one, who is the Full Metal Alchemist, who is after a way to bring his mother back from the dead, or like that's how it started. But right now the point is to make sure that his brother gets a body back, because his brother is stuck in this metal armor thing. I had a lot of fun with this, and some images and fan art just hits harder now, but yeah, I really enjoyed it and I definitely need to continue this. I actually don't really know why I haven't. Now the last thing that I actually finished in the month of March was let's see here, The Tale of Ak and Humanity. This was a translated thing, again, to get like another country ticked off, and it's a dystopian short story, classic short story. I don't really know what to feel about it even now. It was fine. It centers, how much can I say since it's a short story? It centers around the fact that there needs to be a culling. Yeah, they cull things, people. Yeah, something like that. I actually don't really know how to say more. I don't want to say more. But yeah, it was interesting. I found it for free on tor.com. But I just found, yeah, it was weird. But I did like it, just I still don't really know how to feel about it. Now, those are all the things that I finished in March. However, there are some countries on said map that I showed in the beginning that I have yet to like actually show you or like have proof of, and that's because they are from this one. This is Volkswagen Hjältemod, so heroism, folk tales about heroism, and in this one we got then like India and things like that. And yeah, this one did not grip me as much as the animal one. I prefer that one, I can say that already. But yeah, that one will be shown in the month of, what month? April. That was when I finished this. But yeah, so better late than never. But what did you read in March? I'll see you next time. Bye.